Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate, a safe space in which we awesome. We are, of course, just doing our damnedest, having some fun, and wondering about what organization you bio nut job. At least try to be serious some of the time, she said. Don't be ridiculous, my words are always grounded in truth. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That's what it says here. The Committee of 300? I don't think they mean CERN's Executive Council. What are they talking about? I don't know, let's find out. The Unseen Masters, a secret organization rumored to manipulate the world behind the scenes. Some believe that the many secret societies spoken of by conspiracy theorists are all merely puppets of the Committee of 300. One theory states that the Committee of 300's ultimate goal is to establish one world government. With the exception of the elites, the world's population will be reduced to 1 billion, and that remaining 1 billion will be enslaved. Okay, well, one world government does sound like a good thing to me. I feel like if we all agreed on more things, the world would be a better place. I don't agree on the reduced thing, and I don't agree on the enslavement thing. Those don't sound like good to me. The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think. Listen, Ukraine. I am listening. The Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation. No. Unless their ultimate goal is people hating each other, that ain't reducing population. Some people are having kids out of spite. Like, that's... There is nobody controlling all governments because that would be literally impossible. You're making things up again. It's the truth. Google it if you don't believe me. Go ahead. People watching at home, Google the Committee of 300. You'll find conspiracy theories. Likely. If it's a real thing. I don't know. I didn't look it up myself. Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier called time. The technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human history. Literally. As it was when we split the atom, the forbidden fruit has the exponential. Don't know why I went there. To grant us godlike powers. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation. Incorrect. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods. Understand, Christina? Wow, that was quite a speech. Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too? What Hououin Kyouma desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos. Hang on. Aww. I was hoping for the oh well. More subdued is fine. I'm not asking about Hououin, I'm asking Okabe. I am Hououin. In other words, you don't have your own reason. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Question mark? Forget about him, Makishi. Please keep reading. Dare. What do you mean forget about me? I'm important and awesome and amazing. I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. More interested in the Z program than your delusions. I told you, they're not delusions, and they're not theories. Look, the theory of gravity is a theory, but it's still fucking real, okay? But Derry does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN. Continue, assistant. They show some respect when you're asking a favor. Whatever. Though huffing out complaints, Kirisu obediently goes back to translating. Collider. Wrong. Go to that one. A device that accelerates charged particles in order to research the reactions that result when such particles collide. The type of particle accelerated also determines the name of the equipment. In recent years, more high-energy accelerators have been synchrotrons. Ring-type. What? Ring-type accelerators are very expensive to build, but they can perform the most effective experiments. The reason for the ring shape is that... charged particles can be sent through an electromagnetic field to bend their trajectory through the Lorentz field force. The world's largest synchrotrons, other than the CERN's LHC, are located in the US, the UK, and the Japan. And the U-Japan. Stage 1. Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider. Over the past half-century, beginning with the proton synchrotron completed in 1957, particle accelerator technology has reached a point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of pure black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Stage 3. Animal experimentation. Stage 4. Ursa stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily. Human experimentation. For real? A chill runs up my spine. I admit it, some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves have succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. Wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kirisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Hey, Okarin. Remember we hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this. Result error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, see the Jelly Man's report. Someone died? Could that have something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kirisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. I don't know. True, but I can live with myself if I ignore... Can I live with myself if I ignore this comparison? Daru. Look up the Jelly Man's report. Really? Really. But first, Christina. Eh? You should leave. Why are you suddenly... The Jelly Man's report. It just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You're already published. Crying out loud. Oh. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You're my assistant after all. Keep telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. You need to expose this truth to the world. No, it's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move and they'll have us erased. But still, this isn't a game. I'm not joking here. Fine, I won't tell anyone. Her expression shows she doesn't agree. She finally submits.
でも帰らないから。
But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night.
後悔しないな。
You won't regret this?
しない。
I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit or if it's her bravery, or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down.
ダルはどうする?
Also, I need to point out, she says that she can't leave because then she won't be able to sleep on it. I'm fairly certain that if you see, you won't be able to sleep. What about you, Dare? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable enough even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. That settles it. It's good that Mayuri's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Dare and Kirisu in the eye. They have a shared eye in between them. Alright. Let's begin. Kirisu gives the seat to Dare. Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Leg Yarn's Chest. One moment. In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks that contains the cursed sword Leviathan. I'm fairly certain that's the same root word as Leviathan. Hard to say, though. Why Norse mythology? Was that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms? Dare. Begin the operation! He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Dare broke through easily. Ready? I'm opening it. Dare looks at me and Kirisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thick. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Dare wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. That sounded pretty forceful. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. By the way, if this is anything like the anime, I don't know. If this is anything like the anime, you may want to skip this part. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has a name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means.
Jellyman's report 10.
Jellyman's report 10. Subject, James McCarthy, age 31, American. Z program stage 4. Date of experimentation 2005-01-28. T1305. Kirisu bends over Dare's shoulder, reading the contents out loud. Results: error. Human is dead. Mismatch. That again. It is believed that due to the infinite compression by supergravity, the subject cannot endure passage through the singularity inside the Kyowa black hole. April 3rd, 1929, New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall. Sounds like Kirisu is reading the newspaper article at the end. The man's body was completely jellified. Yeah, look at this. It is terrifying. Oh shit, we're in chapter 3 now. Alright. I didn't know that's where they ticked off the, Oh god. Don't give me a clock. Taking the clock is like a hammer inside my head. If there's time passage in this game, I'm gonna fucking lose. I require the ability to pause things, or I freak out and die. Thinking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked. What's going on here? Dara breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper. Oh, I didn't know he was disbelieving. I just thought that was his face. They jellified someone? Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified banana is produced by the phone wave, name subject to change, and the jellified corpse is produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature. They're experimenting on people. Kirisu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image. And this means they've created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it's not perfect. Eh. I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kirisu's words. This New York Times article is from 1921. 90 years ago. Look. Kirisu points to part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. The jellified corpse of a man she's pointing to, his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused to the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it. Excuse me. CERN. So, CERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921? Looks like they failed to keep him alive, though. Is this the only report? No, there's more. Looks like 14 people in total. More jelly man? That means more jellified people, more victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and wet my throat. Show me the others. Kara pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kirisu begins translating aloud. Jellyman's Report 9. It says 2001 on there. Subject Dan Straysky, age 26, Canadian. Oh shit. Z Program 4, Data Experiment 2004-96 T1410. Results, error. Human is dead. Mismatch. The newspaper clipping, I think it's in French. I can't read it. I mean, it looked like it could be French. Oh yeah, it says Francais there, but I don't know. There's a lot of things on here that look like they could be more Spanish than French, in my unknowing eyes. You can read the date, though. January 31st, 2001. Location is Pau, France, I guess. 2001, that's fairly recent. Pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped 90 years back, nearly 90 years back to 1921. Here calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk and the body had jellified. Here goes to the next report. Mysterious corpse is discovered. Something, 1972. In India. Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses at the time. Real dirty, real messy. Jellyman Report 8. Subject Linda Hill, age 25, British. Say program 4, date of experiment 2004, 2:15, T, 13:45.
実験結果
Result error, human is dead,
Human is dead
mismatch.
1972年
October 2nd, 1972, the jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India. There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. There it goes to the next page. But before we go to the next page, let's say thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm Keywii. You can rate tune yourself a delightful day. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.